Wait. Hi guys, how are you today? How is your Thursday? Almost Friday, right? Almost the weekend is coming. Yeah, approaching very soon.
Yeah.
So this is Arav. My name is Preeti. Welcome to our Facebook page Babzaras and our YouTube channel Babzaras. If you are new here, let us know what is your name and where are you from.
Oh, I can't wait till story 100.
Yes, this is story number
93. I love
Arav
this.
is being super dramatic. So we are gonna say hello to all the friends who have said hello to us in the comment section. And we are waiting for your hello, okay?
Hi, Neerav. Hi.
Manya.
Hi, Manya.
Is that Shreya? Nandini, is Shreya with you? Hi, we are fine. All right, should we go to the story? Magic
Yeah.
hat? Magic hat.
What?
Story hat.
Do you sing the magic song as a magic potion?
The magic hat is shaking.
The magic hat is shaking. The magic hat is shaking.
Magic hat. Give me the story, magic hat.
potion. Okay. Say, Chinatown lumberjacks.
Chinatown lumberjack and
Taken doubles lumberjacks and
give me the story
basketball
already.
and soccer rally, and that's the magic potion. Here's the story.
What do I have here? An enchanted chest. What is a chest? Not this chest, okay? Not this chest.
I know
Chest, chest of
treasure
drawer.
chest.
Like a chest of drawer. It's a chest like a big box.
Teacher
Usually,
Preeti,
Teacher Preeti.
I mean, Mama,
Yes.
why don't you make any like things anymore?
Oh yeah, we will make things. But here in this story, we are referring to a chest like a big treasure box, okay? Are you ready to find out with us what's inside the big treasure box?
Yeah.
Are you ready, guys?
Yeah.
Arav is ready. Are you ready? Let us know in the comment section. Let's go to the enchanted chest. Here it is. This story is written by Sean and the beautiful pictures are illustrated by David. And here we go. Many years ago, in a very distant land, a fisherman, he tossed a net out from his boat. And when he tried to pull it back in, voila, way! He found it difficult. You know why?
Why?
Because the net had caught something really heavy. Ho, ho, ho! He rejoiced. A good catch. He thought that he caught a very big fish and he will sell it in the market and he will get loads of money. But there were no fish in his net. Just a large metal chest which shined in the sunlight. The fisherman tried to force open the lock which was there on the chest. He pushed, and the pole with which he was pushing, the big rod, the pole broke. But the chest wasn't even scratched. It did not open. As soon as I get back home, I will find some tools to open it, he thought, okay? The fisherman spent hours and hours trying to open the chest. The chest was magnificent and it was made of an unknown metal that shined like the scales of a fish, shiny and beautiful. And its lock was just as beautiful. The lock looked simple, but it was impossible to break the lock. Was the fisherman able to break the lock?
No.
No. Could he find out what was inside the chest?
No.
No luck.
Huh? What? Why is it still there?
They are not able to see the page, is it? Oops, I think I have shared the wrong page with you guys. Wait a second. Yes. Okay, now you can see the picture. Okay, we'll read from here. With all the noise he was making, hitting the chest and shouting at it, the fisherman drew the attention of the other people around him. The villagers soon gathered around him and they asked, "Where did you find that chest, fisherman? Where? Where did you find that chest, fisherman?"
I didn't know that.
He He didn't even take the time to respond because all he wanted to do was use his time to break open the lock and find out what treasure was inside the chest. Okay? He did not reply to the villagers, but then after some time he heard a voice louder and more commanding than the others. Well, well, what a beautiful chest. It was so nice of you, my good man, to have found such a nice present for the king, for the emperor. Finally, the fisherman stopped hitting the chest with nails and hammer and he lifted his head. The fisherman saw the captain of the guard, the captain of the ship. Now, the king Arab, the emperor, was a very greedy man. Okay, he was a terrible man, and he possessed one of the worst flaws in the world, one of the worst habit in the whole world. You know what is that?
What?
He was greedy. That means he was never satisfied. Nothing was ever enough for him. If he had two, he wanted four. If he had four, he wanted six. If he had six, he wanted eight. He was never satisfied. Yeah? Greedy people are like that. Whatever you give them, they are never happy. Hey, Arab, Monish has also joined us today. All right. Hi, Ashish. Okay, let's go back to the story. So this emperor, he's so greedy. I think he would want the chest for himself. What do you think, Arab? What do you guys think? Would the emperor want to have the chest that the fisherman found? Yeah? The emperor was so rich. He had so much wealth. But despite the wealth he had, despite the money he had, he still sought to amass more gold, more jewels, and more money. You know what he did?
What?
He asked people to pay taxes to him. Yeah? And if they did not pay him taxes, he left the people starving. He did not give any food to the people. And he sent his men, like this guard of the ship, to different places in his kingdom to look for more treasure. And that is what this guy was doing, the one who's holding the sword. He wanted the chest for the king. To the fisherman's misfortune, the captain of the guard was one of the emperor's more zealous servants. He was full of zeal to impress the king, the emperor, whenever he could. So he thought, when I will bring this big chest for the emperor, he will be very happy with me. Yeah? So he ordered the fisherman, he commanded the fisherman to give the chest to him. The fisherman had no choice. The poor fisherman, he had to give the chest to the captain. And he said, with sad and broken heart, it's yours. Now, do you think the king will be able to open the chest, Araf?
No.
Do you think the emperor will be will he be able to open the chest?
No.
Guys, what do you think? Team, yes. If you think that the emperor will be able to open the chest, say yes, okay? And team, no, who's with Araf, who thinks that the emperor will not be able to open the chest, write down no in the comment section, okay? Now we are going to read further. You see the emperor? He sat on his throne. He's wearing a green robe, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. He sat on his throne alone. He had never married. You know why?
Why?
Because he believed a wife would spend too much money and it will be very expensive. And that's why he had no wife, no children. Then that captain of the ship, he went to the emperor with the chest. He asked the captain, "What do you have there?" The captain set the chest down at the base of the throne and he said, "This, your grace? A chest? Where did you find it?" said the emperor. The captain explained how he got it from the fisherman, but he said, "I was not able to open it no matter how hard I tried." "What do you mean that you were not able to open it?" exclaimed the emperor. "How ridiculous!" he said. "Break the lock with your sword."
But the sword is not break instead. Literally, you see, the sword will break and literally it might kill the emperor or the guard by itself.
Okay, Arav is imagining things that the sword will be broken and the emperor will be killed and stuff. Let's find out what happens.
Oh.
You know what did the guard say? I already tried, my lord. And to prove his claim that he already tried, he showed his blade to the emperor, which was already half broken, chipped from the sides, and bent out of shape. The chest is too solid, said the emperor. Okay? And he said, all my servants are useless. Look at this one. He cannot even open a chest. Everybody laughed. At that, guard of the ship, who was not able to open the chest, and his sword got broken. Yeah, because the king made fun of him.
Yeah.
Now the king stepped down from his throne. He bent over the chest, and with all his strength, he hit the lock with his scepter. What is a scepter, Arav? In the old days, the kings, they used to have one stick, okay, one rod. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is their scepter. But you know what happened when he hit the lock with his scepter?
What?
The scepter broke in half.
Yeah, now look at some greedy emperor.
Ah, my scepter! My beautiful scepter! Screamed the emperor in anguish. It is your fault, he told the captain. You will be whipped with a rope 10 times. But your majesty, but nothing. 10 lashes for this ship, guard of the ship. And he said, on the way to your whipping, call for the jeweler to come and fix my scepter. And call a locksmith to bring his tools to open this accused chest. Now, who thinks the locksmith will be able to open the chest?
I think no matter how the locksmith tries, instead his keys will break, all his keys, and then he'll ask the king to pay.
Okay, so Arav thinks even the locksmith will not be able to open
Yeah,
the
his
chest.
keys will break and the king will pay to the locksmith.
Arav, see, there are many teams, yes. Neerav thought that the lock will open. And Shreya also thought the lock will open, but it didn't, right?
Yeah.
Now the locksmith is gonna try to break open the lock. Now,
But
who
it
thinks
will
that it's gonna open? Right,
Not
team?
me.
Yes, locksmith. If you think the locksmith will be able to open it, okay?
I don't think so.
Now, Arav, in all of the emperor's kingdom, the locksmith was the most skilled artisan in his field. He arrived in the throne room with an enormous toolbox. Can you see how many keys he has? Look,
Yeah.
guys, tons and tons of keys, right?
Yeah.
What can I do for you, my majesty? He said. Now the emperor pointed to the chest with impatience. He said, open this for me. Consider it done, your majesty, said the locksmith. But though the locksmith boasted of his skills, how great he was, hours and hours and hours passed. And he turned white and blue and I don't know, so many colors.
Who?
The locksmith. But the chest did not
Open.
open. He tried 1,000 keys, 1,000 tools, but the chest and its lock remained unopened. Suddenly, the emperor exclaimed, you idiot! Go, have yourself 10 lashes. You will also get 10 lashes. And on your way out, tell the strong man to come to my court. Now, who's this strong man? Let's find out. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Look at his biceps, Arav. He really looks like a strong man.
Yeah.
I think he will be able to open the chest. What do you think?
I don't think. I think he'll break his hand instead.
Let's find out. The strong man had to lower his head to fit through the door. And he entered the throne room. He was quite a large fellow, tall and big. He coughed, and the sound of his coughing resonated throughout the room like a wild cat's growl. So he was very tall, his voice was also very loud. Now, The strong man said, Your Majesty, you asked for me? Open this chest, said the emperor. Open it, even if you have to break it into 1,000 pieces. The strong man had brought his hammer with him, and his chains, and his iron balls. He said, I love breaking things, Your Glory. Then break, said the emperor. The strong man lifted his heavy hammer, and much later, after trying for a lot of time, his cast iron balls had split, and the chains and hammer had broken. The strong man burst into tears and wept, but the chest was still unopened. He said, I don't understand, Your Excellency. It's the first time that the emperor said, No that, no but. Have yourself whipped 10 times. And then he said, Tell the magician to make her way here. So now the king is going to ask the magician to try and open the
lock, but the magician won't be able to.
Why? I think the magician looks really powerful to me. I think the magician will be able to open the lock. What do you think, guys?
I don't think so.
Guys, do you think the magician will be able to open the lock?
Not me.
Okay. Your elegance wants me to open this chest? Asked the magician. Yes, and fast, said the king. Consider it done, Your Majesty, said the magician. I have already heard that. Consider it done, consider it done. The locksmith said that. The strong man said that. Everybody said that, but nobody was able to do it. Show me what you can do, said the king. The magician leaned over to the chest, throwing back her long red hair. And she said, Palahi fisa, osfahi fisa, sifa fi fifa, fifa fi fifa, fa fa fa. Open chest, open up, open up. But nothing happened. A touch of nervousness passed over the magician's face as the emperor furrowed his brow like this. See? Is the emperor getting angry?
Yeah.
Is he getting upset? Yes. Then she started chanting more chants. Salu hi fifi, salu hi fifa. Lock, open up. Still nothing. The magician was known for 1,000 miles around that she could do any kind of magic, but the chest did not budge. Emperor was super duper angry and frustrated. He said, Well, 10 lashes for you. Make sure they don't hold back. And he said, Call for the alchemist. You know who is an alchemist, Ara?
Who?
The guy who deals in chemicals. He has many, many chemicals with him, okay? And we know how strong the chemicals can be, right?
Yeah.
Medicines are what? Nothing but drugs. Drugs are chemicals, yeah?
Yeah.
And medicines also help us to become better, right? Yeah. You know, chemicals are everywhere. The toothpaste you use has chemicals. Sometimes even the food you eat has chemicals. You know, everywhere. The light that we see has chemicals. Chemicals are all around us. An alchemist is the master of chemicals, okay?
What about acid?
Yeah, he also has acid. Can you see the alchemist?
Yeah.
See? The alchemist's beard was so long that he often stepped on it. He spluttered, about to step on his beard as he entered the throne room. The emperor groaned, I demand that someone opens this chest for me. The alchemist rubbed his hands. He said, Your Majesty, I have the acids to work wonders on this. Consider it done. When the emperor heard these words, consider it done, he was furious. He said, Good, then hurry up. He's almost growling, isn't he?
Yeah. He's just like, Just hurry up.
When the sun set, They lit torches to illuminate the throne room. The ground was full of holes from the acids the alchemist had used. Some of his chemicals were so corrosive that they burned through the floors of the castle until they reached the caves below. But the chest still looked brand new. Nothing happened to the chest and it remained closed.
But did a scratch happen
What scratch?
to the chest?
No, the scratch happened to the floor of the throne room, but nothing happened to the chest. Have yourself lashed 20 times, said the emperor. But the others only got 10. Why am I getting 20? The alchemist protested. Yes, but I'm angry now, and 20 lashes will serve to relax me, said the emperor. And then he said, oh, 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 and fetch me the. He didn't know who else to call because he had already called the magician, he had called the locksmith, he had called the alchemist. Who else did he call? The strong man. Now he did not know who to call. Okay, the emperor did not finish his sentence because, truth be told, he didn't know who else to ask to open the enchanted chest. Look at the emperor. Now he looks sad, right?
Yeah.
Guys, do you think the emperor will be able to open the chest at last or not?
Not.
Okay, let's find out. Why are you moving so much, buddy? Ha, what is ha?
Nothing.
For weeks, the emperor did not sleep and he barely ate any food. He thought only about the chest. What incredible wonders lies inside the chest? I'll be never able to find out, he thought. He sent word across the whole of his kingdom, promising a great reward to whoever could open the enchanted chest. But everyone knew what had happened to the people who were not able to open the chest, and nobody wanted to get whipped. But then one day, a young kitchen servant from the castle's kitchen appeared before the emperor, and he said, Your Majesty, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I heard from the uncle of the friend of the brother of the dressmaker of the aunt of the Enough, said the emperor. What? What is it, boy? He said, I learned that the wild lynx is capable of seeing through all things. What is a wild lynx? It's an animal, okay? A wild lynx is capable of seeing through all things. So, said the emperor, all things, Majesty, even the walls of a chest. I imagine. In a flash of a second, the emperor leapt out of his throne and he said, We must capture that lynx and we will send 1,000 hunters to hunt for a wild lynx from the forest. Arab, the wild lynx definitely looks scary to me. What about you?
But it's not how it looks.
The lynx was not easy to catch. She was a wild and cunning beast, but she was still captured by thousands of king men. Once she was put in her cage, she listened to the conversations of the hunters as they brought her to the castle. When she was presented to the king, she already knew what was expected of her. She knew that she was expected to find out what's inside the chest.
Yeah.
She was supposed to look through the walls of the chest. Now the emperor asked the lynx, Is it true that you can see through all things? Yes, my boy, replied the lynx, who was not familiar with the courtesies of the court. Otherwise, who says my boy to the emperor, Arab? Can you say yes, my boy, to the king?
No.
But the lynx said it, no?
Yeah.
Because she was not familiar with the courtesies of the court. But the emperor did not mind it because he was too distracted by his obsession with the chest to take offense of the lynx's word. For example, continued the lynx, in the next room, behind the wall there, I see a woman sewing and a man polishing leather boots to make them shine. And Arav, it was true. In the next door, that's what was happening. A woman was sewing some clothes and a man was polishing leather boots. Now the emperor was impressed by lynx. Okay. Now he showed the chest to the lynx and he asked, "And what do you see in there, lynx? Nobody can open this chest. I have tried everything." It only took a moment for the animal and her magic eyes to discover what the chest held. And you know what was inside the chest, Ara?
What?
It was empty. Can you believe it?
What?
The lynx almost opened her mouth to tell the emperor that the chest was empty. But then she had heard from the hunters and everybody on her way that whenever somebody said anything that the king did not want to hear, he would give punishment. Yeah? So she dare not tell the truth to the king. You know what she said to the king?
What?
She said, "I see precious stones as large as apples, and I see necklaces made of pearls, and I see gold, and there's also an emerald the size of a melon, and there are beautiful diamonds inside the chest." The emperor was super happy. He raised his arms to the sky. "I knew it! I knew it! I was sure of it! An emerald the size of a melon! Whoopee!" said the emperor. The lynx murmured, "Maybe a little larger than the melon." You know how big is the melon? This much. Bigger than your head. Now the king was super happy. But is it for true, Arav? Does he really have all those jewels inside the chest?
No.
Then what is inside the chest?
Nothing.
It is? What is it? It is
Nothing.
empty. Now the liar, the lynx who was lying to the king, she was treated to a great feast that day. Yeah? And the emperor also declared that in all his kingdom, lynx were never to be hunted again by anybody. And if anybody hunts these people again, these animals, the lynx again, they will be imprisoned. Now, as for the chest, do you know what happened to the chest? It is still resting in the castle's treasure room under the constant watch of 10 armed guards, because the king thinks that there is a emerald and diamond the size of melon inside the chest, right?
Yeah.
So 10 armed guards are guarding the chest, and a pack of fierce dogs are guarding the chest. And the emperor would sometimes visit the chest room and he would caress the chest like this. "Oh, my chest. Oh, my treasure chest." And he would whisper sweet nothings in it. "You are the best, my chest." Does not what we think we have matter as much to us as what we really have? Yeah? So what the story is trying to tell us, even though the king did not had anything, but he was happy thinking that he had so much treasure inside the chest. So the story is telling us that sometimes what we think we have is as important than what we actually have. Yeah? Even if you might not be the most intelligent of all the people. Yeah? Let's say, for example, for maths, okay, I tell you what is 10 plus 29, and you might not be able to tell the answer immediately.
10 plus 29 is 39.
Good. But if you think you are intelligent and you're smart, you know what? Slowly you will become intelligent and smart. Yeah? So even if you're not happy, you must just pretend that you are happy, and slowly you will become
10
happy.
10 times 100.
10 times what?
10 is 100.
All right. Great. So I think I learned a lot from this story and had a great time reading the story. And I think it's really important not to be greedy.
Yes.
Yeah? So now, are you ready for the quiz? Tell me what's your favorite part of the story. What did you like about the story? And I'll ask you the quiz.
May I tell what I liked about the story?
Yes, please.
I like that. I like how the king, instead, he took what every tool he has, when he hit it, it just broke.
So there are two quiz questions for today's story. First quiz question is, what was inside the chest. So you have to tell me what was inside the enchanted chest. Okay?
Inside was.
That's the first quiz question. Wait a second. Let me ask the second quiz question as well. So the second quiz question is, who all tried to open the chest? Okay? I think 4 or 5 people tried to open the chest. You have to tell me whatever you remember. Who all tried to open the chest? So 2 quiz question. First, what was inside the chest? The second one, who all tried to open the chest? Okay? Go! Now, Arav, you whisper in my ears.
What was inside the chest?
What was inside the chest? First answer absolutely correct by Arav.
Second answer.
Now, who all tried to open the chest? Go, Arav. Yes. Yes. Arav gave 2 correct answers.
Wizard,
Yes.
the blacksmith.
You already said that.
Oh, sorry.
So, Arav gave me 3.
One second, I have more.
Okay, let me see. I'm getting some answers from them as well.
Also, like the card, key first.
Yes. So, Arav gave me 4 answers for who tried to open the chest.
And
Let me know, what do you remember, okay? Neerav, you're absolutely right. The chest was empty. Awesome. Thank you for participating in the quiz. And we had a great time reading this story, didn't we, Arav?
yeah.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow with another story.
Bye.
Wait, we totally forgot the fisherman also tried to open the chest.
Yeah.
Neerav remembers. See, fisherman tried, king tried, magician, locksmith, strongman, the animal, the alchemist, and anybody else? I think that's it, right?
Yeah.
Neerav, you're amazing. Even I didn't remember so much. Yeah, awesome.
Me too.
Clearly, Neerav is the winner of today's quiz. Everybody clap for Neerav. Awesome job.
Uh-huh.
Great job.
Animal doesn't really count because the animal just had to see through the chest.
Yeah, that's right. Minus the animal. Okay. So we'll see you tomorrow with another story,
Bye.
guys. Have fun. Take care. Have a great day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Ta-ta. Bye-bye.
Bye. Why do you kissing?
Okay, bye.